Thank you very much, Madam President. I just want to make a few quick remarks about an upcoming decision from the Supreme Court of the United States that's pending on May 18th. They're going to be ostensibly ruling on the King versus Burwell case, and I just want to make sure everybody understands what the implications are for the residents of Michigan. In H.R. 3590, which is otherwise known as Obamacare, there are several sections that are directly related to this King versus Burwell case. Section 1311 deals with the requirements around state-based exchanges. Section 1321 deals with the requirements around federal exchanges. And Section 1401 deals with premium assistance opportunities. Now, it's very clear from anybody who's read the Act, as I have, that the premium assistance, Section 1401, only refers to the state-based exchanges. So in other words, Michigan, who right now defaults to a federal exchange, if this case is ruled in favor of the plaintiff, which is King in this case, Michigan will no longer be eligible for subsidies in our federal exchange. That was rewritten afterwards by the President's administration and is not consistent with the law. Ultimately, the Supreme Court will make the final decision on that effect, and that's what we're waiting for on Monday. Now, if it is ruled in favor of the plaintiff, Michigan will no longer be eligible for those subsidies, which invokes another section of the Affordable Care Act, which is Section 5000A. And under Section 5000A, individuals are exempt from the provisions of the individual mandate if their personal household income exceeds 8%, or if the cost of a plan exceeds 8% of their personal household income. When you start doing the math on this, you got to have a household income around $200,000 to be able to afford a plan under the Affordable Care Act currently. And those folks already have plans. So in essence, this gives the citizens of Michigan and by default the employers in the state of Michigan a get out of Obamacare free card as long as we stay out of a state-based exchange. And so I'm encouraging my colleagues that there's going to be a lot of push for a renewed push for a state-based exchange in the wake of this King versus Burwell decision. And I'd just like to make sure that we have a solid resolve opposing any government-run state-based exchange here in the state of Michigan and give our citizens an opportunity to get out of Obamacare. Make no mistake, any support for a state-based exchange in Michigan is support for Obamacare. And a lot of folks understand that that bill is more about control than it ever was about care. And it's something that needs to be opposed for our citizens and on behalf of our citizens. Instead, if we're really interested in giving good care, good quality care, and access to good quality care at an affordable price to our citizens, we need to be pursuing free market alternatives to Obamacare, such as the patient-centered care solution that I've talked about previously. And that involves direct primary care services coupled with a high-deductible health plan for catastrophic services within a tax-exempt account. We need to be pursuing free market alternatives and avoid the temptation to pursue another government-run program in the wake of the King versus Burwell decision. I'd like my comments added to the record, please.